Sexual harassment is a significant issue in Nigeria, with studies indicating high prevalence rates, particularly in the institutions of higher learning and in workplaces. Reports have also shown that the rate is as high as 70% among female graduates in tertiary institutions, as common perpetrators often include lecturers, classmates, and superior officers in the workplace. Speaking with Dateline, social affairs commentators Comrade Ebenezer Ige and Mr. Moshood further noted that sexual harassment can manifest in various forms, including unwanted sexual favors in exchange for academic or professional benefits, creating a hostile or intimidating environment for the victim, making sexual jokes or comments with the victim, and physical touching. They added that it is not only women who can be sexually harassed, as men also face harassment from the female gender, but the incident is more rampant among females.
Sexual harassment, unfortunately, in this part of the world has become a serious issue. Sexual harassment, in a simple language, simply means making sexual advances to a woman that to her is not pleasant to her and that she does not accept in whatever form. It could be verbal, it could be physical, it could be in any means. Men can be sexually harassed too, but there seems to be more premium on sexual harassment on women than men, particularly in this climate that we find ourselves.
Sexual harassment in the developed world, I mean the Western world, seems to be a major criminal activity, which there are so much punitive measures against that. But in this part of the world, we don't seem to take it seriously. We gloss over it even when we have genuine complaints. And sometimes we do have complaints that are not genuine, that could be mischievous. I think sexual harassment is limited to people that are vulnerable. Vulnerable maybe from the boss to the junior staff, from the senior colleague to the younger or the junior colleague. So it's most likely people that are vulnerable. So it's not only limited to students alone, as I've earlier stated. I think it does happen at workplaces. Yes, it is not only ungodly. I am of the honest opinion that it's not humane. It is a criminal offense. We should condemn it in the strongest terms.
Comrade Ebenezer Ige expressed the view that the incidents of sexual harassment have continued to persist in society because many of the victims have continually maintained a culture of silence. According to him, sexual harassment cases are often underreported due to fear of retaliation, stigma, and lack of safe reporting mechanisms.
Government need to set up agencies, or the existing agencies that are meant to address these issues need to do more. Parents need to educate their children, particularly the male children, the more from home, because some of these ideas start from childhood. So parents are encouraged to educate their male children properly, and organizations like national orientation agencies should also step up in orientating the public the more. And I think most importantly, people need to be brought to book who are caught in such behavior, so that it will serve as deterrent to others to prevent them from indulging in sexual harassment.
Also speaking, Mr. Moshood further maintained that sexual harassment has grave consequences for the victims, as it can link to decreased work performance, increased absenteeism, shame and guilt, and psychological distress, among others.
We have the culture of silence. Even when it does happen, you see people saying that you better don't say it out so that you will not be labeled, or be demeaned. We should discourage such acts, and we should equally discourage acts of silence. Whenever it happens, people should learn to speak out. That is my position.
The respondent explained that sexual harassment is a criminal offense and victims can seek legal assistance through legal aids organizations and from lawyers specializing in sexual harassment cases. They also spoke on the need to strengthen the legal framework and ensure effective enforcement of laws against sexual harassment. Comrade Ige and Mr. Fadari stated that all hands must be on deck to collectively tackle the menace by raising awareness and educating the public about the menace and its consequences through the implementation of comprehensive policies to prevent and address sexual harassment, in addition to improving reporting mechanisms that would encourage victims to come forward and speak up. Oluchi Amuda for Deadline.